Hello there everybody, and welcome to the tutorial for my super compact flush 3x3 door. Now it's been a while since I made a video. I had about 3 weeks off because I had exams, had to do a lot of revision for those. Then I had an expedition for my Duke of Edinburgh award, and then I've been on holiday, and I only returned about 10 minutes ago, but I thought, I haven't made a video in a while, so I better get straight to it. So yeah, this is the first of the tutorials which I'm catching up on, and I know I need to do some more on the computer stuff and need to address a few bug fixes in my old computer and my new computer. So yeah, a lot of stuff to get going, but I have a lot more free time, so hopefully that's coming soon. So straight into this one, let's start with the input circuit. I always do inputs with blue, I think, or at least I try to. So yeah, let's find your floor and then come 3 blocks up, place a lever on the front face and turn it on. Place a torch on the left face and 2 pistons like that. Block on top of your torch and then your door block on top of the upper piston. Now come 3 out to the right of that block and place a sticky piston facing in. Come 1 down from your piston and place a repeater facing out on 2 ticks of delay. That needs to be feeding into block and then a piece of redstone on top. Now after that we come to the side, place a block there and a torch on the side, and then we also want to place a block on top of that and block to there to the right of it, and then a piece of redstone on top of it. Now come to the side of this block, which is being powered by the repeater, place a piece of redstone, and then you also want to do something a little bit like that with a block to the right of it and then a torch on there. So that is our blue circuit almost finished. We then just need to place a sticky piston there facing in and another block there, so hopefully this should be done. We flick it on, that happens, and then we flick it off, that happens. So basically now that all we need to do to click that second block is to do a double extender. Now this isn't the smallest design of this little circuit. There have been smaller. I know a guy called Minecraft Chris made one, but I think this one's alright. So now for our second circuit, which is a double extender. So let's do this in yellow. Come 1 below this repeater here. Place a piece of redstone. That's going to power that block. Then is that on 4 ticks delay? I think that's on 4 ticks delay. A repeater coming out of it on 4 ticks of delay, feeding into a block, and then 2 blocks with 2 pieces of redstone on top. That's going to receive power from here. That's going to create a monostable circuit with that torch and that here, that repeater here. That then needs to go into a repeater on 1 tick of delay. Then that needs to go into a block, torch on the side, block on top, torch on the other side, block on top, and then a torch there. That's going to make that piston extend, so just replace it and replace that block. Then you also need to place one of your floor blocks on top of that, and then you can just fill in that bit like that. After that, there's not really much left to do. We can come here, place a piece of redstone, and then a repeat on 4 ticks of delay. And finally, where is it? Ah yeah. So we come to this block, place a repeat on 3 ticks of delay, feeding it into a block with a torch on the side. That then needs to hit another block, and then we finish it off like this with a repeater on 3 ticks of delay like that. So now if we hit it, there we go, we have our 2 closing blocks. Now this in itself is a hipster 1x2 door. If you were to just build something like that, as you can see, that's really nice and smooth. So yeah, if you just want a little door like that where no pistons are showing, I guess there's a block here, but you can change this bit around if you want something different. You can move this down to here and then just move this one to this gap here. You know what, just have a play around with it. But if you do want a 1x2 door, there you go, that's a little tutorial for you there. So that's that done. What now? Let's turn it off. Okay, we need to come around to the back and we can start let's do which circuit? Let's do the green circuit. Right, now this is going to be a little bit confusing, and I'm not sure if I'm going to remember it correctly. So if I don't, yeah, just bear with. Now then, I think we need to come to this block here, place a torch on the side like that, feed it into a piece of redstone, block, repeater, like that. That then needs to feed it into a torch, and then a block on top of that with 2 torches, here and here. Yep, this is right, I know I'm doing this right. Then just fill in your floor, and then you then need to come out like that. Repeaters on 2 ticks of delay, I think. Feeding into blocks. Then on the side of these, you also need a block like this, block like this. So, and I meant a torch and a torch on top as well, like that. Then finally, you need to place a block on top of that one. Now come to the other side, and we will do the same. So, repeater facing out, 2 ticks of delay, block, torch, block, torch, torch, and a block. Let me just make it daytime. Oop, time, set, day. Okay, so now that's little circuit done. Let's put in our pistons. So a piston here and a piston here, piston here and a block there, and exactly the same on the side. Piston, 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 block. Now I'll show you what this does. If I flick it on, as you can see, these 2 extend, and then this extends because it's being powered by this torch here. And then, so that means if we just filled in the rest of our door, that's what we'd have. Then if we turn it off, that's that mechanism. So they extend, and then they retract, and then they get pulled in like that. So that is the majority of the wiring done. There's only one more circuit, and that is the red circuit. So let's get some red, and that handles all of the other pistons and all of the other door blocks. It's kind of confusing, so I need to go and have a quick look at the design, and I will be back shortly. Alrighty then, I am back, and I think I've just about memorized the design. So what we need to do is to come to this block here and place a piston facing up. Get some sand. I know sand, it's slow, it's a bit glitchy, but well, not much I can do. Place 3 blocks of sand on top of that, and then a piece of redstone block there. And then you need to place a bit of redstone on it, and block to the side, and a torch, a repeater on 1 tick of delay. That then is all I can remember, so let's do it for the other side, and hopefully that'll jog my memory. So that's like that, that's like that, like that, like that. Wow, this is not going well. Oh, I know how to remember it. There we go. So then you need to place a block and another block like that. Then you need a repeater on 4 ticks of delay, I think. Then, oh wow, I've already forgotten it. My bad. I'll be right back. Okay, I was almost right. So close. But yeah, what you need to do is come to this this repeater, place a block with a redstone on it, and then with it leading into a block. Then repeater on 4 ticks of delay. Similar on this side, except this is only on 1 tick of delay. Then come here, place a repeater on 2 ticks of delay. Come to the back, piece of redstone, repeater, repeater, block, and then underneath it we have 2 pieces of redstone like that, and then we repeat this little circuit on the back. So we have a repeater under here, 2 ticks delay, powering this block, then power this redstone, feeding into 2 repeaters, both on 1 tick of delay, feeding into a block, which will then power this redstone underneath it. Now that is all of the circuitry finished. It's super compact, and yeah, pretty well, not too fast, but you know, it's compact. We like compact stuff. Now we need to place a block there, piston, piston, and then let's get some quartz, and that's going to handle the top middle door block. Then we need to come to the side and finish off the side bits. Now they're exactly the same as the first one we did, like that and like that, like that, and there we go. So now I think that should be done. Let's give it a quick spin. Voila! We have a completely flush 3x3 door. Now first to build the wall around it. If you imagine it's like that, and we have a floor here, so we can't see any of that. Flush wall. Fire it on. Perfect. Not quite perfect. What happened there? Ah, I'm stupid. Block there. Let's try it now. Yay! It lives. It lives. It lives. And you might just want to fill in those blocks if you want to be super flush. We can do that. So yeah, sorry this has been a bit sketchy. As I said, I only returned home from holiday about 15 minutes ago, so most of this was done by memory, and I know the red circuit kind of stumped me, but you know, got there in the end, and it works rather nicely, I have to say. I quite like this door. It's one of my the favourite doors I've designed, but I will get back to the computer stuff shortly for all those who are waiting for that, and I know I've got schematics and stuff to upload for old videos, which I keep on saying I'll do, but I don't get around to doing it somehow. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please stick around for more videos, and like, comment and subscribe. See you guys.